We'll begin. Welcome everyone to this Lymph Flow Yoga for Athletes class. I'm really excited about this class. I have a lot of good techniques and tips for you. And typically I teach Lymph Flow Yoga to a lot of my individuals or my participants with cancer or lymphedema. But my husband, Danny, is a marathon runner and he often does this type of yoga with me. And he himself has shown me the benefits and what has helped him. So I am super excited just to bring this to this community as well.
Hi guys, my name is Lakshmi. I'm a performance physiologist at Human Powered Health. We are an athletic testing facility, but don't let that scare you. We work with all types of people. We work with people who are just wanting to start getting a little bit more on the athletic side, who are just starting their health journey to, and people who have been on this journey for years and years. We do all types of testing, ranging from VO2 max testing, who really just care about overall health, just looking at longevity in general. We do movement screening, biomechanics testing. So if you ever, are on your day and you just feel a little bit of pain in specific movements or doing specific movements, we can kind of help you and kind of guide you to just making sure that you're not injured or you're not going to be injured, or we can even, make sure that we can send you to people that we trust, like Babz. So we can definitely do that for you as well. We do lactate testing. So if you are a little bit of a runner and want to get training zones, we can do that for you as well. We do resting metabolic rate and we do DEXA scanning as well. So we do a little bit of everything because we do want to make sure that you are in the best place and perfectly set up to achieve all of your health goals. And we really wanted to partner up with Babz because she is, first of all, huge in the Boston community in general. And she has gotten, so many people interested in yoga and lymph flow and all that. So we're just super excited to be here. And if you have any questions, I can kind of pop my email into the chat and also the website to learn more about the company as well. Yeah, so we have two locations. We have one on Back Bay and on Newbury Street. It's a bit smaller, and we also have one in Wellesley. So if you have a car, Wellesley might be a better, an easier option for you to get towards. But yeah, we also do consultations. So if you are just interested in learning more about what we do, or just wanted to figure out what works best for you, you can also set up a consultation with us. Yeah, of
Awesome. Thank you, Lakshmi. That's awesome.
course. Yeah, super excited to be here.
So a little bit about me. For those of you who I haven't met yet, or those of you who are going to watch this recording, I'm an occupational therapist, lymphedema therapist, yoga teacher, and Reiki master. And I developed this type of yoga initially for my mom and for my patients who have lymphedema. And so it kind of sparked during the pandemic when all the outpatient clinics shut down. I needed a way to reach my patients and help them still. So then I developed my YouTube channel, Balance with Babz, and then I've been teaching virtual classes, in-person classes ever since. So I even on my YouTube playlist have a specific playlist, just lymph flow yoga for athletes. So a little bit of a shorter class that just helps target specific areas. So that's all free for you, and you can check that out online. But I also have a virtual community membership where we meet once a week on Zoom and we have different themed classes, different speakers, different events. So I also have a scholarship program. So I really believe that everyone should have access to this type of yoga because it can help in so many different ways. So I have a scholarship program where that essentially can provide financial assistance to anyone who can't afford to join my membership or my classes. So that is a little bit about me and the scholarship program. And that's my mom and I here. She's kind of my inspiration for becoming a lymphedema therapist, but also for developing this specific type of yoga. So lymph flow yoga is a very adaptable, accessible, mindful movement practice that's focused on specifically helping the lymphatic system. So encouraging lymphatic drainage, lymph flow movement throughout the body, and can be a super supportive practice for all of you as athletes that will help you to improve your recovery and help to move the fluid and energy in your body. In each class, we have 4 different components, which I'll teach you today. So self-manual lymph drainage, we'll do a warm-up exercise to stimulate all of the lymph nodes in the body and then encourage the lymphatic drainage. So in your body right now, your fluid is moving all the time, but at a very slow pace. So through this practice, we essentially encourage the flow to move quicker, which will help your recovery and help you to move the fluid more so you don't have stagnant areas and stiff areas. We do a lot of breathing exercises. Doing diaphragmatic breathing is a super important breathwork practice to help to encourage central lymphatic flow. So as you do this diaphragmatic breathing, it's massaging, encouraging pumping here along the thoracic duct that helps to move the fluid out. I teach specific yoga forms, so different sequences that help to encourage the movement from proximal then to distal. So if we move fluid here at the center first and then work our way out, we now have a clear space for that fluid to move. And then we always have some type of mindfulness meditation. So learning to help to connect you to your body more will help you in your everyday life, but also help you in your physical goals and your more athletic goals that you have in mind. So there's so many different benefits, and depending on where you are in your life and where you are in your mind and body, some of these might apply, some might not. But overall, this practice is going to be an ideal practice for you on those recovery days. So if you have really a hard run or a hard bike or something that you excess like really working your muscles and getting everything contracted and moving and strengthening, this will be a good kind of balance practice to help you to lengthen, restore, and relax. So we'll work on full body range of motion. We're going to increase the blood and lymph flow in the body, helping you to recover and helping you to promote blood flow to those muscles and organs throughout the body. This practice helps you to reduce inflammation. So when we exercise, our blood flow increases because we're contracting and releasing, we're pumping the blood throughout the body. And with more blood flow, that's more lymphatic fluid that needs to be picked up by the system and moved out. So after a hard workout, you might notice that you feel a little bit more swollen or a little bit more stiff. So this practice will help to kind of encourage that movement. It also will help you to reduce your injury risk with your mental and physical connection in that relationship, and the communication that you'll form throughout the practice will help you to better be kind to your body and listen and kind of respect your body in a way maybe you wouldn't have thought to. It will help you to reduce mental stress. So reducing some tension, anxiety. If you maybe play a sport, there's a lot of mental work and focus that goes along with that. So learning to kind of have that mental capacity to encourage relaxation throughout the body will help you, and also help you to improve mental focus, which is a key aspect really in any part of life. And then most of all, or lastly, is body awareness. So having the proprioception, the awareness of where your body is in space will help you with your balance, will help you with to reduce your injury risk and help you overall in your everyday life. So those are kind of the top benefits, but I'm curious throughout this practice to see the benefits that you all might experience. So this practice will be a floor flow. So you don't need anything but a yoga mat, or you don't even need a mat. You could do this on your rug or a towel or blanket. So with that being said, we'll get started. So I'm gonna start by sitting up on my bolster. If you have a pillow, sometimes it helps you just to get your hips a little bit more elevated so that your legs can relax. But you can find a comfortable seat wherever it feels good. And then let your arms just relax into your lap, and you can close your eyes if that feels okay. And then from here, we're just going to take a few moments just to feel into our physical body. So maybe notice the points of contact you're making with the earth or with the bolster or pillow. Take a moment to see if the palms are placed down on the lap, or maybe it might feel better to open up through the shoulders with the palms facing up. And then notice throughout the body if you're holding any little bit of tension throughout any area. See if you can just melt the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe find some softness in the face and the jaw. Take a moment to lift the eyebrows up to see if that releases a little bit through the mind, and then drop the eyebrows back down. And now that you've found this physical structure in your mind, take a moment to acknowledge your breath without trying to change it too much or worry about manipulating it. Just notice how you're breathing right now, how the breath is coming in and out of you. Notice in your body where you feel the breath coming in as you inhale. And notice how your body responds as the breath leaves your body as you exhale. And we'll begin with just a mindfulness practice of just taking a few moments to breathe. So in your mind, as you inhale, say, I am breathing in. And as you exhale, say, I am breathing out. Inhale, I am breathing in. Exhale, I am breathing out. Finding the space to lengthen the breath in and elongate the breath out. And then we'll blink open our eyes, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly bringing hands down through heart center. And we'll just take a moment to place the thumb knuckles right to our heart space, setting an intention for this practice. Maybe it's for finding a little bit of space, happiness, healing, or comfort in the body. Whatever it might be, just acknowledge why you showed up today, why you're watching this video, if you're watching the recording. Just take a moment for yourself. And then release the hands down. I'm going to come off of the blanket and the bolster and just put it aside. And then we're going to begin our manual lymph drainage routine. So we're going to start here at our central lymphatics. So in your entire body, you have around 700 or so lymph nodes. The majority of those lymph nodes are here located in the center. So at the neck, the chest, the abdominal region. So everywhere you have large joints, so the shoulders, the elbow, the knee, the hips, there's going to be the cluster of lymph nodes. So we're going to wake up our central lymphatics first and stimulate all the lymph nodes, and then we'll begin with our flow. So the first move is we're going to take our hands to our chest. So flatten the hands at the chest. You can do it one hand at a time, or you can keep the arms crossed like I have. And then we're going to create some circular pumps. So it doesn't matter which direction you go in, but we're just going to stretch the skin. Hand is nice and flat to get a lot of surface area here. Soften through your shoulders. Maybe you decide to close your eyes, but this is where all of that lymph fluid re-enters into the bloodstream. There's two major ducts behind the clavicles here. So starting here is like opening up the drain of a bathtub to allow the fluid to encourage to move out. And then we're going to take our hands to our neck. So here you can cross your hands like this and then just draw the fluid down towards the collarbone. Or you can place the heels of the hands together and then pump in little kind of like a C or half moon like motion. It's a light skin stretching pressure, just kind of like a skin play movement. You might notice the urge to swallow. You might feel some fluid moving. See if you can relax your face and your jaw through this. And then we'll take our hand from the thumb and the index here in this web space. We're just going to start at the chin and then just gently one hand and the other. We're just going to encourage some drainage down. This is also a nice self-soothing practice for your nervous system. So just connecting with your physical body, just noticing how this feels. And about 5 to 10 pumps or strokes in every area is sufficient. Then we're going to take our hands to our shoulders, and then we're going to make some circular movements with our hands on the shoulders as you pump through the elbows. So this is helping to stimulate these lymph vessels here at the shoulders. Also might feel really nice if you're sore or tender here at the shoulders. And then one hand at a time, we're going to take our hand to a cup underneath the armpit or the axilla. You can keep your arm lifted or you can place it down. And then we're just going to pump in towards the breast. So you're going to pump and release, pump and release. This is really good if you have any shoulder injury or soreness. Getting the fluid to move in that armpit will free up some space for your muscles, the tendons, the ligaments. And then come to the other side. So again, it should feel good. If anything's painful, just reset and relax. But pumping in this area. And then we'll come to the inner elbow, hand nice and flat on the inner elbow. Hi, Benny. And then we're gonna create some circular pumps here. So stretching the skin. And as you do this, you can start to do a little bit of elbow flexion and extension. So this is combining our lymph drainage with a little bit of muscular pump activation to encourage drainage through the arm. So I'm placing my hand flat, I'm pumping up, and then as I bring my hand down, I'm releasing. And then come to the other side. And then doing this a few more times. Hey, you okay? We got a big watchdog here. You're fine. You're safe. A few more times, just stimulating the cubital fossa lymph nodes. Good. And then release the hands down. And then we'll inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Wiggle the fingers at the top. And then just melt the hands all the way down. Get your bone. A few more times. We'll inhale, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, wiggle the fingers and release all the way down. Nice. Inhale, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, slowly melting down. Good. So that is the major lymph nodes in the upper body, your chest, your neck, your shoulders, your elbows. Now we're going to make our way down through the lower half, stimulating. So hands to, imagine if you're taking a line down the center of your body and then across so that there's 4 quadrants here. We're going to come to the upper 2, so the hands basically at the low ribs. And we're going to create some circular pumps here. So just getting some fluid to move here. Maybe taking little piano fingers along the bottom of the rib cage just to release any tension, just to soften here. And then keep the hands flat. We're going to inhale, and as you inhale, give a little bit of resistance here. And then as you exhale, let that resistance go and release. One more time. So you're going to inhale, push into your hands as the belly rises into the hands. And then exhale, release. And then release the arms down, reach the arms up, stretch through the side, rib side, body stretch up. And then hands come down through heart center. Nice. And then we're going to take our hands to the lower quadrants here. Same thing, we're going to pump and move some of this fluid here. Just pumping and activating. And then we're going to take 2 breaths here. So as you take a breath in, feel the belly rise into the hands. Hands push into the belly. Breathe in. And then exhale. Another breath in. And exhale. And then we're going to open up the legs here. So you can keep the knees bent or you can extend them out. You can always use a wall or the edge of the couch if you need a little back support. But we're going to take our hands right into the hip creases. So the pinkies kind of fall right into that hip crease. This is going to help to activate the pelvic and inguinal lymph nodes here. So we're going to pump towards the belly button here. So pumping, this is going to help encourage the lymphatic drainage here at our hip joints. So just pumping again, 5 to 10 times is good. And then we'll come to the sides of the hips, do a little bit of movement, kind of just again that kind of circular pump here. And then we're going to bend one knee, come underneath the knee. So you cup your hands like this, like you're scooping. You're going to scoop in towards your body. So you're going to scoop towards your hip, scoop, scoop. You have lymph nodes behind the knee here. So if anyone has any knee injuries or any swelling in the knee, this will help to stimulate those lymph nodes. And when you stimulate the lymph nodes, it encourages that fluid to move faster because it drains faster and encourages the lower half of the leg to move the fluid through. And then come to the other side. My thumbs are kind of right on the sides of my knee, giving that a little bit of a massage as well. And then coming back to center, recross the legs. We'll do another bit of drainage here right at the chest. So coming back to our first point. So creating some circular movements here at the chest. Taking a breath in and out. And then releasing your hands down. Good. So that is our lymph drainage warm-up. So this would be a good protocol for you to do prior to your run or to your swimming routine or your biking routine. So stimulating all of these large area of lymph nodes will then help as you're engaging in your exercise routine to open up the door or allow the drain to open to move the fluid so that no fluid gets stagnant. So we'll come back to our center here. We'll uncross our legs and then recross with the opposite leg on top, just as a different sensation. And then we'll inhale, reach our arms all the way up. Exhale, push the walls away from you as the arms come all the way down. Inhale, lifting the arms, lift the palms up to connect overhead. And then exhale, releasing down. Awesome, breathe in to lift and rise. Exhale, release. 2 more like that. Breathe in and out. Slow breath in and out. And then tent the fingertips here. Allow the fingertips to connect to the earth. Sitting up nice and tall. We'll drop the chin towards the chest as you feel the back of the neck stretch. And then gently start to create some mobility with the top spine here, our cervical, top of the thoracic, just moving slowly so you feel a nice stretch but no discomfort. Just allowing sensations to melt away from you here. And then reverse the circle when you're ready. Maybe you want to find a little bit of a contraction or scrunching of the face and then let it relax. See if that does something for your face muscles. And then coming back to center, take a moment to pause, take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then we'll take our shoulders up towards our ears, back and down. Finding a rhythmic movement here with the shoulders. If you'd like to, you can start to swim the arms. Finding a movement, freedom of expression, this flow, just getting the shoulder blades. If you squeeze the shoulder blades as you come down, that's going to help to pump those lymph nodes that are along the spine there, helping to encourage movement at the chest. Good. And then we'll come back to center. We'll inhale, reach our left arm up, and then exhale, walk those right fingertips out as you slowly side bend towards the right. Breathing in and out. And then from here, you can take a little bit more of a dynamic movement. So finding movement in the fingers and the wrist, and then we'll slowly on the exhale close off. And then inhale, shine your heart up, breathe in to open. And then exhale, elbow draws towards that right knee. You can keep this with the arm extended, or if you choose, you can bring the hand behind the head as a little bit more of a pec stretch through the shoulder, through the chest, breathing in as you open, exhale as you come in. Taking 2 more wherever you are, just warming up through our shoulders, our neck, getting a little bit of our spinal mobility, getting our trunk to rotate. And then inhale, coming back to center, lift those arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, interlace the hands, release the hands forward as you relax the shoulder, feeling the stretch through the arms. Breathe in, breathe out here. Next breath in, lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands behind the head as you cradle the head, thumbs by the neck, and just let the head be supported through the hands. Just hammocking the head here, just taking a breath in and out. Another breath in to open a little bit more, and then exhale, you're gonna round as you draw the elbows together, tuck the pelvis under, hug the low belly in, and then inhale, broaden through, open, shine the chest. Exhale as you slowly come in. Take 3 more at your own pace. You're breathing in to open, you're breathing out to come in. Noticing the movement here at the pelvis, at the center of the body. Last time. And then inhale, reach those arms up, spread the arms wide. And then exhale, roll the wrists as you come all the way down. Bring the hands by your sides as you sit up nice and tall. And then your next breath in lifts that right arm up. Walk the left fingertips out as you slowly side bend here. Keeping the hips connected to the earth, the breath long. And then from here, you can start to make those little bit of movements here, opening and closing. Your choice if you want to bring the hand behind the head. Notice if that gives you a little bit more core activation. Breathing in and out. Take 3 more. Last one. All the way back to center. Lift those arms, stretch those arms up. Exhale, bring the arms forward as you just allow the head to relax down. Walking those fingers forward, feeling the stretch through the shoulders. Maybe feeling a slight stretch through your back. And then gaze forward. You're going to slowly roll off the legs, coming into an all-fours position, hands and knees. So take your time getting here. Spreading the fingers wide, tucking the toes under. And then we're just going to shift forward and back for a moment. If you have any wrist injuries or wrist pain, you can always come up onto the fists or down onto the forearms. So find your point of comfort where you can slowly just find this rhythmic rock with your body coming forward and back. With the toes tucked under, can you feel a little stretch through the toes? Let your head relax, maybe shake no, shake yes. Just allow your body to go into a safe comfort zone where you can find release, energy, movement, and lymph flow. And then coming back to all fours, we'll take cat and cow. So untuck the toes here. Knees hip distance apart. Hips over the heels, shoulders, elbows, wrists stacked. Spread the fingers, index fingers point forward. Your next breath in, drop the belly, open up through the chest, look forward. And then as you exhale, start the movement with the head and the neck. Tuck the chin, round, puff up through the back of the heart. Tuck the low belly, tuck the pelvis under, and feel your spine moving. So your breath glides you forward, breathing in. Exhale, take this slow. The slower you can go, the more mindful you can be with your body, the more you can pay attention, learn, and experience how your physical body feels today. We'll take 3 more like this, breathing in and out. Last one. And then glide off the wrists, coming up onto the shins. We'll tuck the toes under, giving the wrists a little bit of a break. Finding a roll in the shoulder just as a counter movement. Finding movement in the wrist, releasing. And then we're going to inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, bring the left arm forward, right arm back into a twist. Good. Inhale, both arms lift all the way back up. Exhale, open twist to the left. Breathe in, stretching up, maybe gaze up, keeping the core nice and stable. Twist. Good. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. We'll do one more time each side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, twist. And then inhale, lift up, gaze up. And then exhale, release the arms by your sides. And we'll place them like you're putting your hands into your back pocket. We'll draw the shoulders back, the elbows draw back. And then you just open up through the heart as just a gentle back bend here. Encouraging opening through the chest will help to encourage fluid movement here. Just take another breath in and out. And then inhale, sweep those arms forward and up. Exhale, interlace the hands, release those palms up towards the sky again, finding a breath in here. Exhale, palms connect to the back of the neck, thumbs to the sides of the neck as you just cradle your head into your hands. One more time here. Feeling the stability in the lower half of your body. You can pat up your knees at any time as well. Take another breath. And then release the arms down to your sides. And we're going to take a breath here at the center. Exhale, glide the right hand down the right side of the thigh. Inhale, coming back to center, gliding down the left. So finding a lot of movement in the side body can help to expand through the intercostal muscles, the rib cage here, allowing us to breathe better, have more lung capacity. Also allowing us to have a little bit more room to feel into the sides of the heart space. And then see if you can get a little bit further at each one, just getting a little bit more, and then coming back to center. We'll inhale, reach our arms all the way up. Exhale, we'll slowly bring our hands behind us. Let your triceps lead the way as you hover over the earth. Your chin hovers. And then inhale, feel the strength of your legs, the strength of your core, the strength of your arms as you lift up on the breath in. Exhale, with control, mindful movement as you glide down. Inhale, lifting up for power and strength. Exhale, coming down for stability, security, and groundedness. Few more times, big body movement, lifting up and coming down. Breath in to lift. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. And exhale. And then lift the arms up, stretch up. Allow the thumbs to connect overhead, spread the fingers wide, and then exhale, cactus the arms here. Finding movement here, inhale. Exhale, draw the elbows down into the side ribs. Good. Inhale, spread the fingers, reach the arms up. Exhale, making tight fists, draw the elbows down into the side ribs. Good, one more time. Inhale, spread the fingers, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. And then release the arms, just let them kind of sway down. And then we'll come back into all fours. So planting the hands back down. And then here we're gonna come into puppy pose. So leaving the hips and the knees where they are. We're just gonna walk the arms forward so that you can allow your chest to come down to the earth. The forehead can connect with the mat or a block. And then just feeling the stretch through the arms, throughout the chest, the upper body. Breathing here. And then slowly putting pressure into the palms, gliding yourself all the way back up. We'll open up the legs wide, big toes come together, coming into our child's pose. Sink hips towards the heels as you stretch the arms forward. But we're gonna place the hands together, palms together, elbows connect to the earth, and then bring the forearms so that they come behind the head, thumbs come towards the back of the neck. This is a nice tricep stretch. So with the elbows connected to the earth, you can energetically or physically pull your body down so you feel a little bit more stretch throughout the triceps. Allow your belly to be full here. Breathe in so you expand through your breath. Exhale, let it go. One more breath in and out. And then release the forearms back to the earth. We'll lift our head and our chest up. Inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna walk our hands over towards the right side of our mat. And then slowly, your chest might even just come onto that right thigh. The head may come all the way down, or it can just hang out on that right bicep. Feeling the stretch all down the left side of the body. See if you can spark a little bit of good sensations through the body. Softening the mind. Inhale, I am breathing in. Exhale, I am breathing out. Next breath in, lift through the head and the chest. You walk your arms forward and then over towards the left side of your mat. And melting down so you feel the right arm, the right side of your body, creating length. And again, then just allow your body to soften, find security with the connection of your upper body to your lower body. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Next breath in, lifts your head and your chest up. We'll walk the forearms forward and then shift forward. Bring the arms even more forward so you can just relax the forearms down as you slowly walk the knees back so that you come down onto the hips. Take a hold of the elbows for a moment. Lift through the chest and the heart and the mind, and then release the arms back to where right out in front of you. Spread the fingers wide And then find again that kind of pulling of your arms against the earth towards you as you pull your chest towards your arms. Feeling the slight back bend here. And then we'll make a little pillow for our head. So one hand on top of the other. The forehead connects to the top hand. And then bend through the knees so the feet come up. And then we'll just gently windshield wiper side to side. This is really good to release any tension throughout our center body. Massaging through our hip bones. Maybe getting a little bit of a spinal alignment here. Just rocking and rolling. And then extending the legs back towards the mat. And then we'll reach our arms forward here. So you're finding a nice long position. And then we're going to plant our right hand to the earth, and we're just going to slowly roll our body onto our back. So nothing fancy, just coming onto your back, letting your body be long, your spine relaxed to the earth, palms facing up. And then we're going to walk our feet over towards the left side of the mat, reach the arms up overhead, and then walk the hands over towards the left side of the mat. So if you're in a C shape or in a banana shape, you can grab a hold of that right wrist. You can take the right foot to cross over the left. Again, just feeling the length through the side body. Taking a few breaths into that right lung. Coming back to center, we'll make our way to the other side. So feet come over towards the right, arms come over to the right, left heel on top of right, grabbing a hold of that left wrist. Big breath into the left side body. Then reconnect back to center, lengthen, point the toes, stretch the arms, make your body as long as possible. And then as you exhale, draw both knees into the chest. Tuck the chin slightly so you elongate the top of your spine. And then really draw the low back into the earth. And then we're just gonna rock and roll side to side, just massaging through the spine, through the shoulder blades. Let the back of the head just bob side to side. This is a self-soothing practice. Maybe you notice if you open up through the legs a little bit more, you feel a little bit more of a hip flexor stretch. Flex the toes, engage the feet, and see if that changes your sensation. And then we're going to take our hands onto our patellas, onto our kneecaps. And then inhale, lengthen through the arms so that the knees draw away from you. And then exhale, bring the knees out to the side and back and in. So you're inhaling, the arms lengthen, the knees come away. Exhale around. So imagine you're painting circles with the tops of the knees onto the ceiling. You're getting some nice fluid movement here into the hips. And then next time you come back to center, we'll extend the legs up towards the sky. It's okay to keep a bend in the knee. Hands come to the backs of the knees. And then we're just going to start to massage the back of the knee like we did earlier to get into these lymph nodes as you start to pedal the legs. So as you bring the legs up towards the sky, this essentially opens the lymph vessels to allow for the drainage to happen. So that's why legs up the wall or any type of gravity assisted pose helps with lymph drainage, because the lymph flow is now just able to move a lot quicker because the valves are now open. So just finding a little bit of a movement Maybe you let the head kind of rock side to side if that feels good. And then the next time the knees come together, release the arms out into a T. So the arms are by your sides, and then allow the knees just to knock towards the left side for a moment. Just settling here. And we're going to do a little bit of a sensory movement, so a somatic movement to help the breath and the spine. So take a moment here just to feel into this. And then we're going to slowly take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that right arm towards the left hand. So you're giving a little high five. So now you're just laying on the left side. Exhale all your air out. And then you're going to inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky. And as you do that, your trunk is going to start to open and rotate. And your knees are going to follow your right hand all the way towards the right. And then as I do that, my left hand is coming over. So you're inhaling, lifting that left arm. The knees start to come with you. And then you're exhaling to bring the arm. So you can take a peek at me if you'd like to, but it's just this slow rhythmic movement. You inhale as you open, and as that arm comes over, it encourages the trunk rotation, and the legs start to follow. Take a few more rounds on your own. Just notice how this feels in your body. And the next time that you land towards the right with the knees on the right, we'll open up that left hand, and again just taking a few moments here on this side. And then your next breath in, bringing the knees back into the chest. We'll rock and roll side to side on the spine. And then we'll draw the feet together. Allow the knees to open. Let the outsides of the feet connect to the earth and hands to the inner thighs. Just noticing how gravity is just allowing the legs to open up. And then here you can do a little bit of a massage here around your hip bones, around your pelvis, maybe some pumping for these lymph nodes. Encourage the drainage and movement. And then we'll extend through the legs, coming into our final relaxation pose. So I would encourage you to place a pillow underneath your knees, maybe grab a blanket to drape over you if you feel that would be welcoming to you. And then just soften your upper body to the earth, palms facing up, backs of your hands rested by your sides for a moment. Just taking a breath here. Again, connecting to your physical body. And then as you breathe in, feel the center of your being shine up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, feel your back body connect to the earth beneath you. Your breath in brings more joy, healing, and love into your body. Your breath out, you feel the support from the earth holding you, cradling you, and grounding you. And then we'll take a moment to release all areas of the body. And we'll start with our feet. So we'll scrunch through our toes, take a breath in, and on the breath in say, I release. And then as you exhale, release your toes. In your mind say toes. And then flex your toes back towards your face so you ignite through the calf muscles. Inhale, I release. Exhale my calves and then let the feet relax. And then inhale, point the toes like you're stepping on a gas pedal. Point the toes. Inhale, I release. Feel the lengthening through the legs. Exhale my entire legs. Soften your legs down. And then tighten through your abdominal muscles. Feel that core engagement. Inhale, I release. Exhale, let it go. Your center body. And then we'll make tight fists and lift the arms, hovering over the earth. Inhale, I release. Exhale my arms as you soften the arms back down. And then tighten through the face like we did earlier. Feel the scrunch, feel the tightness through the face. Inhale, I release. Exhale my face, letting it go. And then take a moment to tighten through the fingers, scrunch the toes, lift the legs, lift the arms, scrunch the face. Inhale, I release. Exhale, release your entire body down. Imagine your body just being held by the earth. Your body soft and still, allowing all the benefits of your practice to encourage the lymph flow, the blood flow, allowing the energy to go where it needs to go, to clear where it needs to clear. And then we'll start to come back together by wiggling our fingers and our toes. Then we'll reach our arms up overhead, finding length through the entire body. Exhale, gather the knees into the chest, hug the knees in, and then release the knees to one side, keeping the eyes closed, just rest on your side. Before we enter back into our busy lives, let's just take a moment to feel the balance, feel the relaxation. And then slowly using that top arm, pushing yourself back up into a seated position where we began together. Maintaining this soft awareness, this still comfort. And then take a moment just to place your hands on your body. Just thanking your body for showing up, for the strength you have within. And then we'll inhale our arms up for the last time. Exhale, palms come together and thumbs connect with the heart. Again, finding this little massage here for the heart. Let it guide you, lead you to more joy and love in your life, more healing and strength. And then we can bow to one another to share our gratitude for one another. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day.